1 year down and we're still here, bringing news with a laugh and a little cheer. Catty, Connie, and loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Hello, hello.
You have no sound.
I do now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
So you can hear us all?
Yeah, they can hear us now.
Okay.
They can hear us now.
Hello, Clyde.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I
Life.
just got home.
Life is good, right?
Ha! Yeah, it is now.
Right? Right? I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and your day was good?
It's all right.
No, that's not the answer we want. We
No,
want to
the-
hear your life. Your day was
The
fantastic.
lady
It was.
the lady that's quitting is give her last day to be tomorrow or Thursday. So she gave them a whole month to find somebody,
But she
and
she
nobody's finding anybody.
got, they ran her off.
Applications coming in, and these people are morons.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
They should hire Connie.
Yeah, I'd still have to get rid of somebody.
I'm a little expensive.
Mm-hmm. She could come in there and do it, but
I could come in there and
it's tough working husband and wife.
well, we've done it before.
We've done it before, but
And you know,
things
here's the
clash.
thing. Here's the thing. This is where all the friction happens. Is I know how to do everything two people are doing, plus my side. And
Your side piece.
yeah, my side
Right.
piece. My side piece. I can do Mike's side. Oh, I mean Clyde's side, sorry. I can do Clyde's side. And then I can do two of the girls that only keep their stuff to themselves. I can do that stuff too. So I mean I can do
we just
what
have
three
we have
people do.
We
And
got people in certain areas
yeah.
that do the job, so we don't have to be spread out like Debbie was at her or Connie was at her last place. Okay. But I'm just saying it's nice having people to do certain jobs, but when they take off and leave, there's nobody there to do those jobs, and it makes it kind of difficult.
Well, and the two they're one of those that here just don't train anybody or show anybody
They've
what
both
to
been
do
there for over
because
30 years,
right.
So that's kind of like their place,
you know.
and
let's don't train anybody because if we do, then my job isn't as important anymore.
Yeah.
You know those kind of people,
Right.
So,
Right.
and they wouldn't like it very much if I went in and said, "Hey, you know, I can do your job. That ain't no big thing. I can do yours too."
well, they want to show me how to do this one thing. Why one lady's going to be out for a couple months, and that's fine. But it's like, well, we're going to only have you do this one thing. All the other ones, don't worry about. I'll take care of all those other ones. And I'm just like, if you're going to show me how to do one, I'll just start doing them all. I mean, that don't make any sense. And
yeah,
like, if you're only going to trust me with one, which is the biggest one, with VSP.
Yeah. No.
Why not trust me with all the other ones?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's all silly. It's all silly.
I want to say, show somebody else.
It's all silly.
Let somebody else do it.
It's all good. It's all right. Linda, I don't need a job. I'm going to be sitting here with you trying to make this work. That's all good.
We've been trying.
It's all good.
We're gonna
doing-
start standing up and dancing and singing.
We
We'll
are
get
gonna
some-
sing and dance, and that's all right. It's all right.
There's
It's
my
all
dancing
good.
for the week.
So, did you hear today about them trying to gaslight Tulsi Gabbard?
Well, I just kind of saw something at the gym that they're trying to make it out to be a bigger deal than what it is, or
Now they want him gone.
of
That's
course
how they
do.
got rid of
Well-
Michael Flynn.
Well,
In the same exact way.
they
They've been waiting patiently.
if they made a
They're being
mistake, they made a
bullies.
mistake. Did anybody die? No. It's not like the withdrawal from Afghanistan where 13 people died and nobody was held accountable for it.
Oh, and you know what?
Yeah.
And she destroyed all that stuff and burnt it and put bleach on
That's
it.
Benghazi. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh, that was I
That's
thought
a
that was all
Benghazi.
the same thing.
No,
Okay.
the withdrawal from Afghanistan was something else.
Well, she got away with it, and
It was the dumbest military move in modern history.
Yeah,
it was.
absolutely was.
It was.
It's
It
just-
was. And they got away with it. You know, but now they're waiting patiently, like the stalker in the
It's
streets,
like
waiting
they-
for you to make a
They
mistake.
absolutely have to be perfect in
Yeah.
everything they do, everything they say. There can be no mistakes, but the other side
Mhm.
can kill people with their mistakes, and nobody says anything. So,
Yep.
who came in?
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hi, Cam. No, you're right. That's exactly. They want our party to
Gone.
be well, yeah, but I
Mhm.
mean, you know, actually, I don't know if I'd say our party because there's some people in this party that I'd like to see gone to.
I think it's the MAGA party is what we're talking about.
right,
You know,
and that's
it's
a
like-
party all of its own.
It's the MAGA group.
You
People
know.
that we're the deplorables. We're the
We're the
Yeah.
garbage.
we're the one to be taken out with the garbage.
Yeah, they call us the trash.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, because who's going to be taking out the trash when it's all said and done? That's all I got to say.
Who's taking out the trash now?
Right? Right? Well, it's like that thing with Elon Musk. They're and I keep going back over it again because I'm just like, you don't realize that you're not affecting him.
Right.
It's not affecting him.
He's got insurance on all that stuff, and it's just going to make the rates go up on everything else that they want to burn stuff down. I mean, they're just dumb. But they need to go after the people that are paying these people to do it. And you threaten to put them in the prisons in El Salvador, and for 20 years, and you watch who starts talking.
Yeah, right.
You know,
And didn't he just do that?
no, he was saying we should put those people. He's suggesting we do that. And if you start doing that,
There
Yes.
are some that got deported that are in that jail.
Wow.
yeah, those Venezuelan gangs in
Yeah, they're in El
El
Salvador.
Salvador.
Well, you know, and I was going to bring it up and I haven't because I keep forgetting, but there was 2 escaped illegals in Aurora,
Yeah.
and the Aurora cops will not help them find them because they waited too long to tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, your job, this is your job.
To protect,
Right.
serve and protect.
It doesn't matter how many days go by. This is your job.
Right. That's what you get paid the little bucks for.
Mhm.
This is what you're getting paid the pennies for. Take it and go. Yeah. It's amazing. And I don't think those guys have even been apprehended yet. You know?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
But common sense is crazy, right?
You guys have to go down if you're going to be like that. Okay?
According to them,
Yeah.
common sense is crazy. So we're either conspiracy theorists or common sense is crazy, or I mean,
Liars. We're liars.
oh, that was another one.
We're liars.
I'm gonna get a sign and I'm gonna start holding the sign up that says liars. We should make one.
We could.
Oh, well, we'll make some signs. Hey, KMM, how are you this evening? Hope all is well with you.
Well, we were going to have another trivia, but we don't.
But you know what? When there's only one person, KMM, you can't win them all.
Yeah, literally.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I was up all night long, and I was up all night long because last night was crazy. It was insane. And I was trying to wake Clyde up, and he goes, yeah, I don't care. You know what? It could have bombed us, and he wouldn't have cared. But we had combat pilots flying over Texas last night. And they were fighting in and the Black Sea. Remember, you had to look that up because I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah.
And all that was going on. Yes, I did, KMM. I didn't share it with Linda, but I can share it right now for everyone to see. Give me a second, and I will do that so everyone can see it. All right. Give me a second here.
Are we back?
You say thank you?
Okay, here we go. Let me go here. Need to go back here. Gosh, I'm like having to. Okay, watch this. This is so cute. Watch. I didn't show it to you. I was going to show it to you, and I hadn't yet. All right, here we go.
You say thank you? Thank you.
Aw.
Isn't he sweet?
Cute.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
He's too
Cute.
Very cute.
Very cute. Very angelic.
Very
Very
lucky.
cute. And what did you? Oh, share your story. Got to share your story about Ellie made her giraffe.
Oh, yeah. That was so cute. I went back to watching The Crew. Mommy went back to work today. And Ellie Mae has a giraffe. And it's, I don't know, it's like this big maybe.
How cute.
And then she had one of my kitchen towels. She went and got one of my kitchen towels, and she kept trying to wrap the giraffe in the towel, and then she'd put it up on her shoulder. And
Burp, come on. I know it's that long neck of yours. How cute, huh? Oh, they learn.
yeah,
From the example. Well, they
Yeah.
say they're like little sponges and they pick
Yeah.
up on everything.
she's just watching everything.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, I guess we can announce that we're gonna do Sunday.
As a trial run.
We're gonna do Sunday as a trial run and see what happens. We may have a guest and we may not. We don't know, but we're definitely going to be here. And we didn't even talk about time yet, but just be on the lookout for Sunday that we will be here. I mean, are we going to do our same normal time, Linda?
I thought we were.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll be here 6:30 Sunday night and Central time. And we may have it awesome, and we will hopefully have a guest, maybe not. It's all up in the air right now, but that's supposed to be our conspiracy night, right?
Yeah.
Look, you're like, oh,
Conspiracies that came true.
well, look at I've got a conspiracy that came true. Hillary Clinton really did do what she did, and she really did pour bleach on her hard drive.
The bleach pit.
And she really did set one room of her house on fire. And she really did hit a hard drive with a hammer. Yeah, that's all.
She was smashing her phones.
Yeah, she was smashing her phones.
Yeah,
All
right,
the
right,
stuff,
right.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know what? We
Uh-huh.
know she did it. We know she did it. Another conspiracy is the government had nothing to do with Kennedy's assassination.
I just want to
Right.
know if there's aliens.
There's aliens, they just haven't told us. You know what? There's aliens.
Something definitely at Roswell.
Right.
And there's also something over by where KMM is. One of the big military bases are over there.
There's she's got aliens by her.
Maybe.
Um,
Give
well,
me 1 second. I'll be right back.
well, Linda, you have stuff underneath your lake.
Right, yeah.
Lake Michigan has something that looks like the what are those the glidestone rocks they said is in the bottom of Lake Michigan. I mean, I don't know if that's proven or not.
Whatever happened to that? That one, Clyde, the guide stones in
They
Georgia?
they dropped it. That was it. Never
They just
said another word.
broken and they just never.
And they tore them all out.
Did they tear them down?
They did. They tore them all out of there.
Wow.
And they never did tell us exactly what happened there. See, they don't want us to know. That's one of those things. Don't tell anybody. It's all a big secret.
Have you ever heard about the Texas Wall?
No, tell us about the Texas Wall.
There's this wall they found in Texas that they believe has been around for, 50,000
I think we're
years.
going to have to talk about it.
No, it's about like 50,000 years. They've had. I'll have to look it up, but it's like this great wall they found buried in Texas. It's been around for as far deep as it was when they found it. It's been around for thousands of years.
Wow.
It's like it's supposed to be there before it's been built. Before man
Hello,
was here.
Donna.
It's a trap. Where did that come from?
You know what? Donna's a big history buff. And did you hear Clyde? He said there's a big wall that's in
There's
Texas.
a wall that's buried in Texas.
That's buried in Texas.
And it's been around for thousands of years. They assume.
Where is it buried? What part of Texas?
I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
I guess I could get my iPad and try to find it.
No, not now. You'll have to wait till
I'll have to
Sunday.
wait till Sunday.
Yeah, because that's one of those conspiracy
Okay.
things. Well, and the other conspiracy thing is, of course, the weather. But another conspiracy thing is there's a set of things like the glidestones. No,
The guide stone.
the guide stones, and it's under the Lake Michigan. It looks just like that. So, maybe Linda would like to check that out. Don, I was saying that we're going to be here Sunday at 6:30, regular time, just a different day, and we're going to do that conspiracy stuff that, like conspiracy theory. The government had nothing to do with JFK's assassination. Yeah, well, we already know that's not true. We already know we got that one under control. But there's some really cool ones that I was looking at that I was like, wow, during the bootlegging era and all kinds of things. We're gonna have a good show on Sunday, all that kind of stuff. But tonight is Clyde's show.
It's not my show.
It is. It's Clyde's
This is-
concerns.
Clyde's concerned about a lot.
Okay, we'll start pouring out your
What do you
concerns.
think we should talk about?
Well, what are you concerned about? What's your biggest concern?
Well, fortunately, I went down that rabbit hole on Sunday with Sean Ryan, and excuse me, he was talking with
Hey, Wolfie!
what's her name, Sarah Adams, and they
Okay.
talk about how we're getting ready to get hit, and it's not to be scared, but it's like be ready because they're the enemy's within, and we need to be ready. And how our government has not prepared our local police departments, fire departments for multiple hits. Great, we have a single shooter going around shooting, might be one or two people, but if there's multiple ones on certain sides of towns, in different sides of towns, one going on at one mall and another one going on at another mall at the same time, they have no way of responding, communicating, and this is just not just one city, it's everywhere. And they're talking what happened on October 7th in Israel. That was like a test run for what they want to do in America. And that's
scary.
That is damn scary.
That's really
And
scary.
we have to be ready at our level. We have to be ready because when it hits, it's going to be bad.
You
And
know
they-
what scares
they went into
me
that.
is all the implants. You know, here's the deal. We got so many implants, you know, and it's if Iran decided to just go off and just get all mad and be all stupid, do they just call somebody on the phone and say, "Hey, it's time to go now," and they're all already in here?
Well, they're waiting for the time. I mean, they're talking about, if anybody wants to watch it, find the Sean Adams show and look at this. Not Sean, sorry, Sean Ryan, and look up the episodes with Sarah Adams. And they're kind of long,
Have you
but
heard about
it's
hospitals being targeted?
that's probably going to happen too. I haven't heard about it, but I mean that's a pretty vulnerable spot. I mean they get to talking about soft targets. You know, you can go into venues, these basketball games they're talking about, no metal detectors. A woman's got a bag, or you have a bag, they're going to search the bag, but they don't have any metal detectors. You can get in with stuff that easily get into those places, cause mass damage. You know, and there could be inside people that work there
It's scary.
planting stuff on the inside.
scary.
And I mean, it's
insane.
things to be watching out for, and it concerns me. But I can't lose any sleep over it. You know, but
Well, I lost a whole lot of sleep, guys, because this girl hasn't slept since the day before yesterday. But the reason is because last night everything was popping off in the Black Sea, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, Trump was supposed to talk, and Putin was supposed to talk, and by the time 4 o'clock in the morning came around, nobody talked, and I was already awake. I mean, I'd been up all night, and at 4 o'clock, it's not time to go back to sleep. So I was up. But there was an emergency message. They call them EAMs, emergency alert message. And they were coming in with their, that tango, foxtrot, whatever, blah, blah, blah stuff. But what alerted me was, do you remember watching all of these movies when I watched it? Okay, so I watched it on New York. I listened to it basically, but it's New York Preppers site at night, and it goes off at night. I don't know why they always want to attack at night, but they do, or our night. And I was listening to it all night long, and there was one where it's New York Prepper on YouTube, and he's actually really good, and he's got his scan going. It's going 24 hours a day right now. And there was one where you could hear, when a sub alarm goes off and you hear that woo, 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 and it's really super loud. And this guy was screaming into his microphone, saying all of his foxtrot, tango, whatever kind of stuff. And I thought, wow. They had already made a comment that they were trying to hit the USS Truman. So I don't know if it happened last night or not, because I hear so much on his channel that they don't tell us on the news. It's kind of scary what goes on over there and what's going. I mean, we've droned everybody and done all kinds of things. But it's pretty scary, guys. What kept me up, honestly, what kept me up is when I heard there's combat pilots flying over Texas. And I thought, well, wait a minute. The USS Truman, they snipped it out. Oh, look at that.
There were many meltdowns going on.
Look at, is that, okay, that's the little one, huh?
Yeah.
That's the littlest one. That's Bryson.
Yeah.
Hi there. Hello, aren't you sweet?
Are you making your debut?
He's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was having a meltdown. His sister was having a meltdown because he was having a meltdown because she was ready to go to bed. Daddy's only got 2 sets of hands.
He is. He is a precious baby. He's a good baby too. He's a good baby. It's the little sister. It's the big sister that's not a whole lot older than him that wants to take care of him that they have to watch.
Yeah. Oh, Wolfie's in here?
Yeah, Wolfie came in.
Aw. Hey, Wolfie.
Wolfie, this is Nano to 4.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Nona to 4.
Nona to 4. I never say that right.
A lot of people don't.
Well,
a lot of people.
Is it
don't.
Italian?
Okay, sorry for interrupting. But
no,
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
hang out with
Get
the
back in here. You're not interrupting.
I'm good.
We were just talking about all the alarms and different things that was going off on New York Preppers Channel last night. And when they started talking about the combat airplanes going over Texas, I was like, hey, you know what? This is where I am. Oh, you're still waiting for your package. Oh, well,
I told you it's in the mail.
Whose package is in the mail? Wolfie's is in the mail?
Yeah. Because I asked Sam twice this morning if he got his package, and Wolfie said, I never got mine, and I laughed. And no, he said, no, or he or she said, no, I didn't get mine either.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, Whoopi, well, you know what? It's a Trump hat. So I don't know if you're a Trump supporter or not. But look, it's really pretty. It reminds you of the days when you were roller skating and you had your satin shorts on and you were roller skating around being all cool.
Tube socks.
In your tube
Your
socks.
knee-high tube socks with stripes.
It's the golden era hat. You want a package? All right. Well, you know what we're doing? We give them away. Linda has a trivia question, and whoever gets it right gets one. And then I will send it out to you. Yeah. Doesn't it remind you of roller skating? There is multiple bases in Texas. You're right. There's a few. And you know what scares me, guys, is Texas Hill Country had a horrible hailstorm. Horrible. The hail was about this big, and it was busting windows out and denting up stuff and all that kind of stuff. And we're getting that tomorrow or the next day. They said, we'll see.
Believe it when I see it.
I'll believe we'll get rain when I see it. Look at. Donna said she's concerned too. She's concerned about the weather.
I'd be.
You're not. You're not worried about it. I am.
I'm so concerned I had to go buy new windshield wiper blades today. Ours were so bad.
you know what we're talking about is the weather, and we're talking about all the stuff that's going on in the Middle East, all that kind of stuff. But it's all good.
Borders.
It's you know, it's Clyde's. This is Clyde, Wolfie. This is Clyde. This is Wolfie.
Hello, Wolfie.
And he has his Tuesdays are Clyde's concerns, and he talks about what he's concerned with for the week.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them,
What's building inside our country with
what's building inside our country.
building up everybody that's come across the border, the evil that's within that's getting ready to attack us. We don't know when, but we have to be ready.
Well, it all ran across the border and
Mhm.
didn't have to have a passport, you know?
If
Yeah, see, that's exactly what we're talking about. She said, I'm concerned about what Clyde was
Mhm.
talking about the cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're here. Guys, they're here. And all they got to do is get that one phone call. Yeah. See, there you go, Whoopi. There you go. Exactly. And they're here. You know, I mean, we are an hour and a half, 2 hours from the border of Mexico, and there's 10,000 troops over here. And now they're talking about,
they're pretty safe.
well, yeah, because they're all there, but
Mhm.
they're saying they're going to start. You know what, Wolfie? We do need to be concerned, but I'm going to tell you this. And it's like I've told everybody here. I think there's going to be a time that you just shut your door and stay in your house for a few days and everything will take care of itself. Just make sure you have enough food in your house to be in there for 3 days. Gotcha? Because I don't think they're
Have
coming
enough
in.
food and water.
Yeah. Have enough food and water to be in your house
But
for about 3 days. It'll take care of itself. You know, like the Black Plague in the Bible. I think we're getting ready to get something pretty
I
similar.
think it's just
So we just stock up a few things, and if it doesn't come, well, guess what? We got extra food, and if it does
Right.
come, you're prepared. And that's exactly where I've been telling everybody. You know,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, this little fatty doesn't want to go without any food for 3 days.
I've done a 3-day fast, but that's voluntary. I don't want to do it because it happens. That's
Right? I don't want to go without food for 3 days. I'd be a little irritated. I get that. I get hangry.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
When I haven't
Both
eaten.
of my sons get hangry.
Oh, I get hangry. It is. It is good to prepare. You know, get ready. You know what's coming. Be prepared. And if it doesn't, then guess what? We were ahead of the game. And if it does come, then we were ready. So that's just the way I look at it. New York Prepper is always saying, what is the 3 P's? Prepare, practice, and persevere. And then you hear all these alarms going off. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Persevere is pretty good weird when you hear those alarms going off. Yeah.
Just be ready.
Just be ready. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think, but I think it's something.
When they
to be ready
decide
for.
they're going to hit, and I do believe it's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
are we going to be ready? Because all they have to do is what happened on January 1st when they went in down in New Orleans and ran that truck down that.
Right.
I mean, they had the means of blocking that off and didn't. And it took one person
Yeah.
knowing that blockade was not there, ran right through where the cops were and killed a bunch of people, you know, and it's just.
Well, you know what I'm thinking is
crazy.
it's not so much. I just don't think that people can wrap their brain around somebody doing something like that in our country.
How horrific and
You know,
brutal
it's
those
like-
people can be.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that in our country. We wouldn't do that to each other. Well, guess what, guys? It's not us doing it. It's them doing it to us.
You start thinking back when the Oklahoma bombing that they did
Mm-hmm.
and blew up that government building and
Yeah.
the kids that were in there. That was back in the 90s, and I never
Yep.
thought I would see anything like that here. And that's homegrown terrorist type stuff,
Yep.
you know. And
Well, in Colorado, when those two escaped that were illegals, and they were from the Venezuela gang members and the MS-13 gang members, that got the two of them escaped. The lights went off, all that kind of like the El Chapo thing, where he was
Yeah.
like Houdini. He was like Houdini, and he got out, but they actually gave him a blueprint to the prison, and then put an X on where he was going to be, and then put a
Right.
circle around where the shower was in there.
Yeah.
Dug their way there. That's how El Chapo got out. He didn't. He was no brain, and now he's in Florence. And I thought, okay, well, all right. So you're going to let these guys out, and they're going to run around, and they're going to just move on down the road a piece, and you can let El Chapo out. He wants to go home. He's been writing letters to the president of Mexico to get him to go home. He wants to go home. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Got him back down.
Well, welcome.
And hopefully he doesn't sound off because he's
You
moving.
know what, Donna, you're right. We have never seen war here in a very long time. And it's
Not in our
never
lifetime.
it's never came to our
not,
doorstep.
not this generation. I mean, I guess the closest has been when they hit Hawaii, and it wasn't even a state at that time.
Right? It's never came to our doorstep.
And why didn't they come to our doorstep? Because the Second Amendment.
You know what? That's the truth. That is the truth. The Second Amendment gives us the right to tote whatever we want to, right? So we can have the right to defend ourselves.
And that's why the Japanese didn't come to our border after.
And
Pearl
that's
Harbor.
what scares everybody, because they're like, you know what? Those guys have got more ammunition than our whole military has. Everybody's locked and loaded in the United States. Think about it.
And if you're not, your neighbor is.
Somebody is on the street.
Somebody on your street is packing, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I bet there's more on my street than anybody. And
Well-
I don't think it's for military purposes.
you got to be able to protect yourself.
Here's my question, guys. So if you got a gang member that lives down the street, right? And he's packing, of course he's packing. But then you got somebody from another country that comes over and wants to start some trouble. Who do you think that gang member is going to defend?
Well,
I think he's going to go with the United States. That's my vote. He may not be happy with the things that happens, but I think that's my vote. I think he's going to stick with his home country. Well, I don't know, because we got a lot of hunters in my area. Sad to say, but we got a lot of hunters. So I don't know. I mean, Wyoming's another place with a bunch of hunters. I mean, a lot of these states have a bunch of hunters.
We do. We have a bunch of hunters.
See? Think about everybody that's a hunter, and they're packing. And I know a guy that has so much ammunition at his house that he has cracked his foundation. Now, I ain't going that far. Yeah, he's cracked his foundation. It's so heavy. It's like, no, we don't need that much.
Wow.
Get the rope.
That's crazy.
that's
See?
a little much. But
And we're open carry, KMM.
Yeah, we're not.
Yep.
I don't recommend open carry. And if you want to, that's fine.
At least you know what you're looking at.
I would rather be concealed carry.
You want to hide it?
Yeah, I'd rather hide it and not know it's there.
I don't know. I'd like to be like the OK
If
Corral
I
on
was carrying,
my face.
if I'm carrying and I'm walking through Walmart, you got people looking at you.
Well, and if
If
they're all
you're-
packing and they're carrying them, then nobody's looking at anybody.
Yeah, but it's
You never handled one?
so
I have.
it's understandable, but it's
I mean, you know what, KMM? It's one of those things. I think that if you're scared enough, it doesn't take anything to learn, and more more things have happened by accident by someone who has never handled. You know,
Right.
they just do it. It's just
oh,
instinct. You
it's
just do it.
learning how to shoot. I mean, you don't even have to own a gun, or you can go to your local gun stores that have gun ranges, and you can rent one, and they'll start
Yeah.
you out with training and put you behind a little 22, so you can get the feel for it. And I mean, as kids, they start you out with the BB gun. And
Yeah, and a water
I've
pistol.
got more marks and bruises and welts.
Water
I-
pistols.
Water
I have
pistol,
a baby Ruger.
See, there you go.
little 10-22.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, I want you to know I've got allergies and I'm drinking. I'm being good and I'm drinking my pineapple juice.
Uh-huh.
I am.
This is vodka.
No,
Okay,
no,
just checking.
no. I'm drinking pineapple juice. It's
Okay.
regular pineapple
I
juice.
drink agua.
Yeah, but you know
As
what?
the
It cuts
Mexicans
all
say,
the
agua.
it cuts down all the phlegm and all the congestion. What did she say? Look, my dad was not a hunter, but I have trained, conceal, and carry my family. Well,
That's
there
awesome.
you go.
That's awesome.
Neither was my dad. My brothers never hunted, and my sons never hunted.
My dad was looked like Clint Eastwood and acted like him, and he packed everywhere he went. Everywhere he went, and then he'd go, "Would you go get such and? Would you go get my gun underneath the seat?" And I was like, "No, the safety's on. I don't care what's on." I'm not
Right.
going to get it. But yeah, that was back in the day. Those guys weren't afraid of anything. Did your dad have a gun? Linda? No.
My dad.
He had a
never-
rifle.
my dad
He had a
never-
long gun.
But dad had a rifle, didn't he?
My dad never did. My dad never hunted. It was all on my mom's side. It was the hunters. And,
Yeah, but you know what? Dad did the army thing, so
yeah. I mean, he knew how to shoot, but
yeah,
he was never
never had one in the
never
house.
had one in the house. I mean, we never grew up with him in the house. I didn't have him until I got out.
Wow. Wow. I can't imagine a house where you didn't have one.
Mhm.
Okay, ma'am, your dad didn't either? Wow, that's amazing. Mine did. My dad, and he was, I'm telling you what, I'm going to tell you about date night. You know, when my dad would go to the door and they'd say, you know what, I'll bring her home in the next hour. You can stay out until 10. Now I will have her home by 9:30. They were all afraid of him. Well, there you go. Look, we're all a United States Marine Corps family. 3 generations. We haven't hunted, but we can. It's all right.
Super 5.
Wow. That's awesome, Woofy. That's awesome. Shot
Wow,
15.
that is awesome.
And you know what? That 12 gauge has a kick for a 10-year-old. Yeah, that's got a kick for a 10-year-old. I think I was 15 or 16 and I shot my first black powder gun. Wow. And
I
they
think-
packed it and knocked me right on my butt.
I can see exactly what KMM is saying. She says, I couldn't imagine my dad with a gun, just not the type. Well, with his proper English and stuff, no, he wouldn't be. I would guess at that too.
KMM's dad. KMM's dad was an operatic singer and very, very intelligent and a very classy man. But I don't know if I would want to tango with him if he got mad. Just saying. Those are the kind that you don't want to tango with.
Right.
The quiet ones.
Right.
Just saying.
It was for women too.
They did overpack my black powder. They did, and it knocked me right on my butt, and I had a big old bruise on my shoulder. And I thought, why did you guys do that? And they said, well, that'll, you'll think a couple times more about what? Packing my own? Okay, I'm with you all next time. Oh, Kentucky. What part of Kentucky, Wolfie? I've got a friend of mine that lived in Lexington for a long time and worked at the University of Kentucky in Lexington as a payroll clerk. Kentucky is a beautiful country. I'm telling you. It is beautiful.
Better than Texas.
Linda's been to Kentucky, haven't you, Linda?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I've been to Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Texas, Ohio, Chicago, Illinois, Boston, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, New York.
That song.
I've been everywhere.
I've
Jersey. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything from Illinois over, and at the bottom, Texas over.
The bottom of Texas, like
Oh
where?
wait, no, I've never been to Arkansas.
I've been to Arkansas.
Alabama. I've been to Alabama,
Been to Arkansas.
but never been to Arkansas.
I've been all on this side. I've been to California and Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, and then I've been to North Carolina and Nebraska. Do you know you can go Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri and never know where you're at because they look exactly the same? I mean, exactly the same. It's cornfields across that highway.
Kansas's state tree is a telephone pole. Is that what they said?
Yeah, see, there you go. Kansas state tree is a telephone pole.
That was the joke when we were driving across it.
Yeah, because it's, man, it is cornfields.
I don't remember any cornfields.
I remember the cornfields, and it was just like
I was young, but it was
miles
like, man, are we through Kansas yet? It was like getting out of South Dakota. Are we out of South Dakota yet? It was bad.
Yeah. Oh, well, and Kansas. I thought when we were going, we're not in Kansas anymore. And it didn't matter because we just went right over. You got Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri.
Right.
And they're right there next to each other, and they look identically the same. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is another concern, Clyde?
Those are big ones today.
Those are big ones.
We all just need to be prepared.
Yep. Yep.
I can't tell anybody how to prepare. Everybody's got their own situations where they live.
Well, Wolfie's in a good area. She's in Kentucky. Because I'll tell you what,
when you go into grocery stores, know where your surroundings when you park.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah. You know, it's really weird. I noticed it. These are the little things. Yesterday, going into the gym, there's a guy in the parking lot with a little broom and a dustpan. This is a good sized parking lot, and he's going through sweeping. And I've never seen anybody do this the whole time I've been going there. Mm-hmm. Walk this place all the time. Nobody's ever been out with the dustpan and a broom, little sweep thing, cleaning up around the cars. And I'm like, that don't look right. I was like, is that somebody scoping out people's cars?
Could
or
be.
Yeah. And I'm like, I walked into the gym and told the lady that works there, I said, did they hire somebody to come out there and clean up the parking lot or what? No. They didn't hire it. It might have been somebody else, but because it's, there's a lot of little different shops in there, but it's like, he's just going, he can't do a whole lot. It's a big ass parking lot. It's like, what is he going to do with that little broom and dustpan? He's got to be there doing something else. He's got to be
Look
scoping
at
shit out.
you. Don't you trust anyone?
No, but I mean, those are the things you have to watch for.
No trust.
I have a hard time with trust.
There's people that you get out of your car, and if you're not taking your purse as a lady in with you, you put it in the trunk and lock it up. If somebody
they'll
sees
bust
you
your windows out
walking out and you don't have it, and they don't want you lock it in your trunk, they will bust your windows thinking that there might be something and you left your purse in the car. You either carry it in with you or you lock it in the trunk.
And I've got friends that don't even carry purses.
It's crazy, but they sit there and watch for that stuff at malls, and
they carry everything in a little keychain, little wallet thing. That's hooked. Is that what you do?
I do. If I'm going somewhere or doing something, yes. But most of the time I use a purse, but I do. Like when I go on vacation, I have one of those real thin wallets that you can put your phone in and everything.
Yeah.
And that's what I use when I go on vacation.
Well, I'm telling you what, I am. Yeah, okay, mine too, Wolfie. I've got a purse, and it's got everything in it, and it's heavy. And I figure that if I get attacked, I'll start swinging it. It'll knock somebody out.
And it's one thing to have it. I mean, it's like they're not looking to start. Some of these people are not looking to get involved in any confrontation. That's why they look for. A woman gets out of her car with no purse, goes into the store. She's running in just to grab something. She might just have her debit card and she's running in to buy something.
And they figure the purse is still in the car.
Yeah. If you're not carrying it in or you're locking it in your trunk, people are looking for that. But those are you think of things that when you go to the grocery store that are just out of place. I'm sure you go to the same grocery store all the time. Park in the same lane all the time, knowing where you park, and it's just we're all creatures of habit. And
what's really
to watch
funny
for everything around you is
what's really funny is when you get out of we're so used to if you come from a little tiny town where nobody's doing nothing, like a 1-horse town that only has one light. Okay, you just don't think about anybody doing anything like that. So you leave your person. And then you leave your 85-year-old mom in there with, watch this. I'll be right back. And then you get in there and you stand in line and think, oh my God, what if they run off with the car and my mom?
They'll just kick her out.
No.
I mean, if you left your keys in there with your 85-year-old mom, and they saw an opportunity, they would do that.
Well, I got used to it. They wouldn't get very far because I think she'd be a feisty little thing. She's like Ruth Gordon. She'd be like, "Who are you?" There was people around I can't. No, she wouldn't. But she would ask, "Who are you?" Like Ruth Gordon. Get off my property with that thing. She would.
So, anyways.
She would be. So, Wolfie, we're going to be here on Sunday at 6:30. I'm going to see if I can't get Sam to come on with us. We're going to do conspiracies that have proven to be true. So, I'm pretty excited. I've got a few that are pretty amazing. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Linda. Wolfie said, let that baby talk. He's got a lot to say.
Yeah. He's just being a little pistol right now.
I had a Coke head break into my Safari van while I was in the grocery store. He was looking for something of value. I never leave anything in the truck or the van. You know what? That's smart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's smart. You know what? You don't want to. That's just something you don't want to do. You don't want to leave anything in there. Hey, Teeny, how are you? It's
Hi,
good to see
Teeny.
you. It's good to see you, my friend.
And on Sunday we're gonna have the trivia.
Okay, so you explain about the trivia.
Well,
It's
the way we
6:30 Sunday night.
Central Time.
Central Time, sorry. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm going to ask a two-part question, and whoever answers both answers correct first will win the hat. So you got to be here, Wolfie.
Wolfie, come on, look. I
Get
can
some of
see.
your friends over here too. All they have to do is subscribe, and they can win it. Have a chance to win.
Everybody put up a one for Teeny. We're gonna say a prayer for her tonight. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. But everybody just say a prayer for her. She's having a little bit of health issues, but I think life's gonna turn around for her. So, Wolfie, I think that you could rock this hat, don't you think? I think you could rock this hat pretty
I think
good.
so.
Yeah, you could rock it. I think she can.
You can wear it to your local gun range.
Yeah, you can wear it. Did you? That was like that video that Sam showed, where that kid was standing there, and that lady said, "You're prejudiced," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not prejudiced." Hispanic, and she was white, and she was calling him prejudiced. And then he got out of there because he's wearing a MAGA hat, and he took off running with his MAGA hat. How sad is that, y'all?
Oh, the video this morning.
Yeah, wasn't that funny?
And then
Yep.
she ate the concrete.
Yeah, and then she ate the concrete. Oh, Clyde said you could wear this to your local gun range.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
They'll think you know what you're doing.
Well, I'll bet she does.
Wolfie, what area are you in?
She said Bowling Green.
Well, she said she had family down by Bowling Green.
Oh, I thought
I
that's.
don't know. Are you still in Kentucky or did you break free?
Did you free yourself?
Oh, thank you, KMM.
You lie down.
KMM, I know you are too.
Absolutely.
Yes, she's still in Kentucky, and
Oh,
are you down by Bowling Green? Right?
that's not very far from me.
Bowling Green's not.
No. It's like a 5-hour drive.
Well, there you go, road trip. Well, you know what? You can. Okay, so Wolfie, you can go up there with Linda, and she can take you to Lake Michigan, and you guys can find the guide stones that are in the bottom of the lake there. Okay, well, there you go.
So everybody's got to
Okay.
come up with the conspiracy.
I'm in Michigan.
There.
Yeah, that has been proven true.
Something that's been proven true.
Something that's proven true.
Yeah. True, Donna.
Oh yeah, Donna, you're right there in Indiana. You know what? Every time I say Indiana, I think of that the Music Man, Gary, Indiana, Gary. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that was.
That was a song in the Music Man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a good.
Gary, Indiana is rough though.
She's in Santa Southern. Is it really? I've never been to Gary, Indiana. I just know the song.
Yeah.
In fact, I think
It's a rough area.
I think we drove through Indiana because I was saving. That was back in the day when you had the bracelet and you saved all of the states.
Yeah.
And I have an Indiana charm, but I think we must have drove through. And picked it up at a truck stop. I was here.
Oh, you got one.
Gary's a Pitts looks bombed out. Really?
It looks as
Yeah.
bad as Detroit used to. Yeah,
Wow.
all those horror pictures that you saw of Detroit. Yeah,
Yeah.
the mayor that's been in, I think, for 14 years, 12 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, 12 or 14 years. He really turned the city around and built it up. We're getting ready to change our skyline.
You are to what?
Well, they're going to knock down a couple buildings. So it'll change our skyline forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Over there in Detroit?
Detroit.
Detroit. Oh, well, if you didn't know, it's called Detroit because it's actually French. Did you know that?
Yeah, you said that last time.
Yeah, that's
I don't believe
interesting.
it. I'm
Oh,
scared.
look at this one. I don't
That's a
believe it.
conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy.
What are the French doing
It's a
up there?
conspiracy proven true.
I thought the French were down in the South, Louisiana.
If you want to get a feel on how Michigan is, watch the Grosse Point Garden Society show on Peacock.
Grosse Point.
Grosse Point. I'll have to
It's on
watch.
NBC, I should say. Grosse Point Garden Society.
Well, I tell you what, if anybody has Prime, they need to watch. Is it The Outpost or just Outpost?
Outpost.
It's just called Outpost. It's intense. It's really, really super good.
Okay.
All right, it's that time.
Yes, it is.
All right, we love you guys. It's been amazing. We
Thanks
we
for hanging
did it
out with
for an
us.
hour,
Make
so
sure
they
you-
don't get bored of us.
Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Love
Yeah.
you and have a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night.
And we'll see you Sunday. Y'all be safe. What do they say? Y'all be safe. You hear?